Well, howdy friends, Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters, the Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and Mad River Travel. As many of you know, summer of 2018 I was lucky enough to host our Labrador trip to the amazing Three Rivers Lodge. You know, one of the highlights of the week is you get to spend one night, 2 days and one night, fishing at a place called the Outpost Camp. All right, friends, it's Monday morning, I think, and myself, and Tom, and Steve, and Bob, we're headed out to the Outpost Camp. We'll be out there overnight, it's somewhere over that way. A place called the Fifth Rapids. So we'll be in the bush for a day. No contact with anybody, anything other than hopefully a bunch of big brook trout and some pike. So there's the plane pulling up. We gotta go. I'll check in later. Alright, there you go.
It's very nice.
Now you're going to fly to the Outpost Camp on the first day after breakfast, and then you're going to fish all day at a place called the Fifth Rapids. Then you're going to spend the night at the Outpost Camp and fish that Fifth Rapids area for the next day, and then you're going to be flown back to camp in time for dinner on the second day. Now the group kind of rotates, and 3 or 4 people will go over to the Outpost Camp, then 3 or 4 people will go over, 3 or 4 people over the course of the 6-day trip. So we kind of do it in groups, but man, what an amazing experience. A really cool cabin. You're in the middle of nowhere. Just tons and tons of fun. So the one night that I was lucky enough to spend at the Outpost Camp, when we were arriving, the guide said, at night, let's make sure to lock this door. And then they told the group, they said, if you hear something scratching at the door, don't open the door, which probably doesn't need to be said, but we all shook our heads and agreed anyway. And then the next morning, we woke up to find this. Well, howdy friends, we're here, I think it's Tuesday, and we're at the Outpost Camp at the Fifth Rapids here on the Woods River system, Three Rivers Lodge. And we just had breakfast here. This is an overnight. Everybody will get to do this, the overnight. And my good friend Bob Thompson, who's my co-conspirator on this trip, we wake up this morning, he's putting on his wading shoes, and lo and behold, a bear has chewed his shoe. And it's bizarre, he didn't grab the other one. We had fly rods laying out there. And you know, of course, I always hear things, and I always hear bears, but I thought I heard something last night, but you never know. But sure enough, as our guide Alex said, that ain't no squirrel that did that. There's a bear out here in front of the cabin chewing on Bob's shoe, so hopefully it holds up the rest of the trip. There's definite puncture marks in that.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you a funny feeling, doesn't it, to know there was a bear. They had warned us. They said if you hear anything scratching at the door, they said don't open the door.
Yeah, that's why they locked the door so the bear couldn't get in.
So you have to lock the door just to keep the bear out. But sure enough, he paid us a visit last night, and he gnawed on Bob's shoe for a little while. So
yeah, that was sitting right over there.
Yep. So. All right, we're gonna go fishing. The guides have promised massive brook trout today, so off we go. We'll check in from the water. All right, friends, we're leaving the Outpost Camp. Bob Thompson, Tom Stewart, Steve Buckley. Been a great couple of days. We had a lot of fun last night. Ate a ton of spaghetti. And of course, you probably saw the video of Bob's bear boots. We're now calling this boot camp because be careful with your boots because bears might show up. So Jill is here to take us back to Three Rivers Lodge. We're gonna go have some dinner, catch up with the rest of the gang, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. So this is a really special place, and hopefully for those of you that get to come up here with us, you'll get to see this. It's a real special experience. So there you have it, friends, the Outpost Camp at Three Rivers Lodge. One of the coolest experiences during the week that you'll spend in Labrador, hopefully with me in July of 2020. If not, I'm gonna continue to do it as long as I'm able to. So check it out at madriveroutfitters.com. Give me a call if I can answer any questions. I'd be happy to help, and even happier if you join me in Labrador.